G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe. Comes the fearful cry,
I made that last week for that live stream I did in Georgia, Augusta, Georgia. And I said it was the underbelly of Georgia. And you know what? It's a very lovely town.
Uh-oh, my signal dropped. Hopefully this isn't going to be bad. Hopefully it looks okay. Yeah, it's okay. Right now it's at nothing.
I guess am I playing whip tonight?
You are.
Well, at least the whip comes on.
Okay.
We're not sure if he's still alive, Whip.
Yeah, the last time he came on for like a minute, but he was like this the whole time.
He was in a car.
Image we got.
Looked like he was. Yeah. I'm sorry that I missed your the G.I. Joe thing. I had a rough day, and I really wanted to be here, but we haven't done one of those type of streams in so long. You missed it.
I got 750 views.
Wow.
And about 250 hours from it.
Nice.
And I think I got 2 subs. I got 2 subs. But it was the worst walkthrough I ever did. With the gimbal, I forgot to turn the gimbal on.
No.
So everything is like an earthquake. And I was watching it, and halfway through, I'm laying in the hotel room because I watched it afterwards. And I'm like, oh man, I'm really getting an upset stomach. I think it's at Jimmy John's, or not Jimmy, Jersey Mike's I ate. And then I realized I was getting seasick from the camera.
Well, I definitely missed streaming with you, and I'm glad that it was so popular. Who knew that G.I. Joe would hit like that?
Yeah.
Well, I think there's just a lot of toy people out there. A lot more toy people than there are fish people.
Bastards.
But the fish people, I think, is what made it so the toy people were recommended to watch it, because I had a whole lot of fish people watch it live, and then if it carries over good with that, then they crush it.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for being amazing. You guys are all awesome. And thank you, everybody, for putting up with me when I'm not talking fish. And tonight, we're going to talk fish. I was going to show off a craft I'm making, and I was thinking about, I'm going to make one for the art show at the Clash, but then I was thinking maybe making a couple extras to sell in the booth, but I wanted your guys' opinion. And I don't know if anybody's even here. And I'm not going to tell you what national thing is going on right now, because I don't want anybody that forgot to leave.
We don't care about that.
Yeah, we're here. Yeah. We're here. Well, how about I say some highs then? I'll run through and say some highs. Oh. And real quick, though, before we even do that, I'm wearing Keith, KJE, nope, this side.
Oh,
KJE Aquatics shirt he sent me a couple years ago. Keith, stage 4 pancreatic cancer that he's going through right now. Uncle Smiley, I see in the chat, and he's having, he was in the hospital for a while, cancer as well, colon cancer, stage 3. Spoiled Sushi passed away. I don't know if a lot of people knew Spoiled Sushi. I didn't know her very well, but she seemed like a very nice person. She was around quite a bit. So it's been a rough year for the community. It really has. We've lost a lot of our friends, and it's not getting any easier. I don't know. It's just been tough. So reach out to your friends and say hi once in a while. Anyways, Sean Chadwick came in first with a $3 super chat.
Thank you so much. That is so kind of you.
He does that quite often. He does before the stream even starts. And there's Kalish. Hi, Kalish. Haven't seen you in a while. Kenny's here. What's going on, Kenny? Andy Carson. Kenny, did you see the PSA? That's out there, right, Ed?
Well, the official PSAs will be released halfway through the show.
Okay.
But because I do a full screen, but I did just a short of it.
Okay.
And I didn't think it would get much traction. I don't think it has. But that's all right, because it's fun.
It's fun.
I didn't have time to make a normal short today.
I liked it. There's Dr. Awesome there and Benjamin Peters. Night Owl Aquatics, hello. There's Lando. What's going on, young man? Nathan, what's up? Scrolling down. Linda Worth is here. Boots and Cats. Hi, Rachel. I still need to get with Rachel because I owe her a shirt and I haven't sent it. I just like Shady Grady. I haven't sent his food and Bluefish. I haven't sent her food either. Oinky's here. Hi, Oinky.
Oinky.
It just jumped. Sorry, hold on. There I am. Oinky, and then Uncle Smiley, Vanoski, Nancy B in Tennessee, and she has a very important question for you, Ed. She said, but did you find a naked Santa for Rico?
We'll get to that. I didn't find a naked Santa head, but I found a bald dwarf head that'll be Rico's head. I just have to add hair to it.
Thank you.
And I'll show you your body in a minute.
How about I show? No, never mind. Killer Kitty. Hi, Killer Kitty. Hi, Holly. She had Dan at Dan's Fish. Favorite name in chat. Killer Kitty. Yeah, that's Spoiled Sushi was my least favorite name. And I jokingly told her that because I love sushi so much. There's Jeff Kane. And I think that's it. I think I got everybody. So,
and Uncle Bruce, hi.
Hey, Uncle Bruce.
Uncle Bruce,
I have one question.
In 2 weeks.
I have one question,
yes.
though. Do I look better with or without my beard I shaved the other day? Just have my little stash.
You know what? I think you look cooler with the beard. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a big coser.
I don't know.
But
I'm on the fence.
You look more like a deacon.
A
Just
deacon?
a mustache.
Okay.
Yeah.
A deacon.
A deacon.
Yeah.
Great. Now I feel like you're going to ask me for money.
No, not
Deacon.
a deacon is going to judge you, not.
Well, the deacons are the ones who usually pass the tray, right?
Yep.
Oh, well, I guess it depends on what group. We call we call those somebody else. There's like
money lenders.
Every group has a different group of like the Baptist deacons are there for life, and then like in our church, a deacon's just there for 2 years, and then he rotates and lets somebody else take on the burden.
I'm lucky that I even know what a deacon is.
They just
That's not the realms that I move in too often. Larry D is here too. Larry D just came in. I think I got everybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry.
So a bunch of people are pro bread.
I wish I would have dyed my beard red. I forgot to dye my beard today. Normally I do that every Thursday.
What does that mean?
See what happens when I don't.
What is the bread thing?
They probably auto-corrected beard to bread.
Oh.
Yeah, I bet you it does.
If you had bread on your
I had to, I had to think, well, bread. Who's talking about bread? Then I said, oh.
I think it's a nice change for you to shave it, but I think you should grow it back. But I think every once in a while you should shave it.
Yeah. It's been probably 10, 15 years since I shaved it off. So just
now, if Geek Boy said to keep it or to shave it, what would you do? Because he's a nerd, so he'd probably be making the wrong decision.
No, I hate shaving my chin. That's the hardest part for me to shave.
Oh.
So my wife wants me to grow it back on. So I it's already
the neck. The neck. And I shave my neck quite a bit anyways. I keep it cleaned up, but that's always the part that gets me that hurts. But hey, I showed this today. This thing right here. This is a Phillips. You can't see it.
Phillips screwdriver, huh?
One blade.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. This thing is amazing. I shaved with it on the stream today. This thing's amazing because it's a combination of a trimmer and a regular razor, and it really doesn't mess up my neck. It's the only razor I've ever found that doesn't like give me bad razor burn on my neck. This is amazing.
That's awesome. I hate razor burn.
Yep.
I hate it. And, hey, do you remember those electric ones that vibrated, but it was a blade? I was terrified.
Yeah.
It's like,
They never shaved well for me. Sorry, we don't need to get on to shaving now. No one, all my sister-in-laws have seen me. None of them even noticed that I shaved. So
Yeah, their sister-in-laws, so they're
yeah.
We need to
Hi,
get you
Lori.
a top hat.
A top hat, huh?
A cop. No, a cop.
Oh, cop
CAP.
hat.
Top hat.
I thought you
And
said top
you could
hat.
be
too.
like you could be like the sheriff.
No sheriff.
He needs the mirrored sunglasses too. Then
Yeah.
Well, you can get clip-ons.
Stephen P's here. Lori came in.
Hey,
Geek
Stephen
Boy, we
P.
said hi to. Good to see everybody. Hello. I have an energy drink tonight. Otherwise, I would be asleep by 2 hours ago.
Whew. I was going to go get a 4-hour energy drink out of my car, but Bobo pooped in between the driveway door and the driveway, and I didn't want to walk over it because I was afraid the smell would make me throw up. So I just shut the door.
That's the best story I've heard today.
No,
Wait a minute, 4-hour energy?
for-
It's not 5-hour energy?
well, whatever those little shots are.
Okay. I think they're 5-hour, but you got the Dollar General version.
Yeah, he got the Dollar General type, so it's only
No,
4.
it was from a gas station. It cost me $5.50. But no, the worst part is today I was driving to the DMV, and I get into my car. Oh, let's see. Is he back? Oops! And you put him up there. I'm sorry. I
That's okay.
dropped him.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
So, hey, Whip.
Hey,
I was going to the DMV today, and I'm in my car. My dad waves me down, and he said, "You better look at your shoes. Somebody just stepped in my dumb cat's diarrhea." Because he had done diarrhea earlier in the garage. And I got out of my car, and it was all over my shoes.
Oh.
So, but I got to the DMV, and there wasn't a line. Second to the last day of the month, no line. I had the whole month to get my plates renewed.
We have a DMV like that. It's the county that I used to work in. There's never a line ever. It's always, if you go to the county I live in now, it's always busy. It takes you forever. You go to that one, and it's not even that much farther. It's only like another 10, 15 minutes south, and there's never anybody there. It's so nice. So nice to be able to get in there and get out. Hi, Whip.
hey,
Where you guys
Hi, Whip.
going?
how are you doing?
Whip's wife. Hi, Crystal.
Hi.
Howdy, Crystal.
Hello.
Where you guys headed, Whip?
Home. We're
Oh,
almost there. And then I can figure out what the hell's going on with my phone.
that's no fun. Thought you were going somewhere fun. George Aquaballs came in. Hi, George. Outside in,
Aquaballs.
Kyle.
Hey,
Kyle is here too.
George.
Hi, Kyle.
Monster. Did we already say hi to Monster Fish Cal?
We did. I did. Always say hi to Lori.
Hi, Lori.
So
You guys. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say. So, what's your? What do we got going on?
This is like a brain baby of mine. Is that what you call it when you come up with an idea? An ideal baby? No,
No.
I don't know. And
I just call
broke
an
it.
idea.
So I thought it would be funny to make these kind of cartoonish crabs. And the shell, his back shell makes his mouth kind of. He'd be like this, but he's like this. And then he'll be very cartoonish, bright red, 2 colors red. Eyes will be bright white with a little bit of white. Yep. And there's a different type of crab. But I haven't decided if I want short little legs or great big long legs.
Short, real
Both
short.
would be more cartoony.
Yeah. Plus, it would probably survive better with its shipping or whatever you're going to do with it. Taking it around. Compared to long legs.
Well, I thought I would
Big
take,
Steve.
and I don't know if anybody. I think once it's done, everybody's gonna freak out on how cool they are because I think it's gonna be amazing. the design I have, and I wanted to do something, put something in the Clash show that wouldn't look like my other pieces, because definitely you could tell from my pieces what were mine. And all three of my pieces were actually two looked similar, and then one had the coral in back base. So it was a little different, but still, I thought you could still tell that all three. And I thought to be able to try to keep my streak alive, to keep winning all three spots, I need to change it up a little. So I thought I would do a scene with three cartoon crabs, kind of being goofy on the beach.
Being goofy on the beach.
Then I was, I thought about making 3 extras and just sell them as individuals at our table.
Nice. Yeah. Our double table, thanks to Jenna P.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome of her.
Now Jenna P can't go now? Is that the deal?
No.
They just ended up with an extra table somehow.
Oh.
Extra vendor table, like she had one or something. I don't know what the story was. Ed knows more about it than I do. He was when it got a hold of me about it.
Yeah.
She basically donated it to Ed and myself to use. So we've got the 2 tables for stuff. So the girls are making all kinds of things. Ariel and Michelle, they're making all kinds of stuff. Ed's making a crazy bunch of stuff. I mean,
my mom's making a quilt, and it looks fantastic.
Cool. That is going to be
really
cool. Maybe the quilt needs to be entered. Ooh, maybe the quilt needs to be entered in the art show.
Well, the problem with that is you can't then sell it.
Why not?
Aren't you allowed to do whatever with the stuff after? You don't give it to them. You don't donate it to them.
Well, yeah, but you don't take it until after the auction. Move everything after the auction, and that's after the selling is all done.
The art show isn't the art show Saturday night? The art award show?
Well, yeah, Saturday night.
We'll talk about
Saturday night, but you sell things on Friday and Saturday day.
That's true. Some people during the day. Yeah, you're right. So you'd have to work it out somehow. Take a big picture of it or something. Dee Dee Kens is here. Hi, Dee Dee.
Miss Dee Dee.
My mom is hoping to get $100 for the quilts, and I told her you're crazy because you've already put more than that in material. So
I know it's a lot of work.
I'm going to try to push 300 and see if it goes for 300. Maybe we'll do a silent auction on our quilters. I don't know.
I think people are going to love it. Maybe people will fight for it. Ooh, maybe it'll be like a fist fight over it. Ooh,
I got to say, Dr. Austin, you need to give somebody else a try at the old microphone there. Shh, be quiet.
I'm just listening. Jeez.
Oh, well, but Dr.
I
Anthony,
talk too much sometimes, so I'm just listening.
what do you think about having crabs?
I would prefer not to have them.
Oh, man.
You.
Uh-oh.
Ed.
Make some
Whip's wife got whipped.
vampire crabs. I could make more vampire crabs.
Yeah, do some vampire crabs.
I mean,
I
I love mine. He's cool.
I could make a couple of ghost shrimps.
Ed gives away all these things. Even did a discus once. Never gave me them. Still waiting on other things from him.
Yeah, but he doesn't
Still
like you.
On, the mafia shirt.
Did you hear what I said, Dr. Anthony?
No,
I said, yeah, but he doesn't like you.
that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Actually, he didn't give me this. This was a giveaway on the channel, and Dapper Dennis won this one and said, give it to me instead. So that was very cool. And then same with Stephen White from Seville. He won the Fingers, and he said, give it to me. But I thought I really wanted it, but Skipper's Fingers, right? You and Skipper,
Finger boy, yes, for sure.
Yeah, you guys, were on the stream. your channel? I can't remember. Anyways, you guys were together when the Fingers thing started.
Yeah.
So I thought it was better for Steven. And then since it was given to me, I wanted Skipper to have it instead. Hope Skipper's doing okay too. His father-in-law is not doing well. Just another person that's going through some stuff.
Skipper would like to be here. It's just his poor wife is going back and forth all the time to Pittsburgh, and he's got the responsibility of not only keeping his household going, but also his his in-laws' house and pets and stuff. And it's just not easy for the poor guy. Sucks.
Yep.
Yeah. Having a rough
But-
time. Thinking about you, Skip.
We're going to divert a little bit for a second, and it's another project I'm doing that's not fish related, but it is Fish Mafia related. I thought I would try to make some Fish Mafia guys, and I was going to make a Whip Skip
Come on.
and a Rico and a me, and then you'll be second wave. I almost said Father Fish again. Dr. Anthony, you and Kenny E. But so I was looking at all the used toys at the convention, and I found Flat Top. So I'm going to remove Flat Top's head.
Oh, I was going to say, who's
Yeah.
that? It looked a little bit like Jason. Oh, it's me. Look how
Yeah.
svelte I am.
Yeah.
Look at how
Look at that.
good that.
I'm half
you're-
the man I used to be.
You're going to have some hair. But yeah, that looks pretty cool, I think.
He looks
Now,
mean,
the
though.
other-
Do I look that mean?
Yeah, you
Well, you're
look mean.
a Fish Mafia.
Yeah.
You look more like my my fish keeper or the guy that I buy my fish from, Rob.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That looks a little bit more like Rob. But once I give you the good hair on the side, on your shoulders and everything, it'll look more like you. But I just feel
That's pretty
bad
cool, though.
painting over your pinstripes.
Oh, yeah. I'm a sexy.
I don't have to worry about painting your tie.
Can I see my crotch
So-
again? I was joking. G.I. Joe.
Yeah. You want to? Let's see. Where's my original whip body?
Skip, move. Whip. I said skip. Whipper. All right. So it's nice seeing everybody. Well, see you later. Have a good night.
What?
I think Whip is frozen, or else he's just
Oh.
really good at just sitting still.
Yeah, he's
Look at that,
got that.
man.
He has that perfect pose.
This
I
was
feel like
originally my
you're
first
judging me.
whip body, but
Who was that? George Bush?
Yeah, it looked like George Bush.
it's the guy Frodo
Won't get fooled again.
from The Hobbit. He was in.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah.
was
yeah.
in.
The guy who flipped everybody off so much.
I don't know. He was in Black Panther.
There's a whole bunch of
Oh, yeah.
scenes of him during the movie just flipping off the camera constantly. It was his favorite thing to do. Like he'd get the camera to come in close and then he'd flip him off and he'd always have this face. It was hilarious.
And you got to
Well, he's
keep it
so-
still. You're moving it too much. I mean, we can't see
Oh.
anybody.
I'm seeing tracers
Yeah.
having flashbacks.
There we go. Okay.
Hold
you
it
guys still
still.
talk? So this is
Now
the
make it
original Whip body, but it was so little. He's like 5'5", and Whip is like a super tall guy. So I bought this guy to replace him, and now I've got a Whip body.
Yeah, but he looks all buff.
Yeah. Well, he's an enforcer. So, and then his head is actually going to be Skipper's head.
Oh.
So I just need to put a baseball hat on his head. So this guy, I got 2 out of 1. I got a Skipper head and a Whip body. And
It
then
looks a little bit like Fishy Biz.
this is going to be Whip's face. I've got to add the hair because it's short in the back,
Yeah.
but that head is going to be like that. Can you see it?
Yeah.
So That's cool. And then this is going to be Skipper's body, but with this guy's head. Well, that doesn't work. Oh, well.
Too bad we can't do this in real life, just be able to,
Pop your head onto someone else.
yeah.
And,
Oh,
and then
that'd be so handy.
this is the Penguin, and I picked him for me. And I'm going to end up using his head, which kind of sucks because he's really ugly.
That body looks
But-
more like me, though. He's a little chubbier. You should switch the bodies.
Well, I'm a pretty chubby guy.
Yeah, I think I got
So-
you beat, though.
I'm going to give him a red goatee and a bandana that goes over his eyebrows and maybe glasses if I can find reading glasses that small. And hopefully we'll see how ugly he is.
And what are you going to do with these, Ed? Where are you going to put them
I'm going to put them on a shelf in my basement.
if we ever get to see it again?
Well, I'm going to. Oh, wow, we got 2 whips. Oh, we lost the whip. But,
You're muted, though, Whip.
aw. Whip got some action on live camera. That was crazy.
Hey, I have FOMO.
Well, you want to be kissed?
No, I mean all these dolls you're making for people, and I come
He
on
said
to
you're
be
next.
abused. I don't even get guppies. I get nothing out of you.
He said you're next. You're the next.
Yeah,
next
next.
go around.
Like my guppies are next to be shipped.
I was thinking maybe if I could get a Sergeant Slaughter, I could like take some sandpaper to his jaw and it might be you. For Sergeant Slaughter's face.
Excuse me.
Gotcha.
Let's see if we can, because there's a lot of Sergeant Slaughter action figures out there. Sergeant Slaughter.
Urgent Slaw.
No, I don't.
I
want
can totally
one.
see that.
I
can
like
totally
not
see it.
getting one.
That is definitely it.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. You need the mustache to go a little bit
Yeah.
more,
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good fit.
So, yeah, but I probably should make you in a white suit since you like to go to Peru so much.
And what Peru have to do with white?
Because it just seems like
Every
That
movie ever.
mafia guy with the little meet my little friends.
Oh, I
He
thought
wore
maybe
white.
it
He was
was
from Cuba.
white.
so maybe it's
because of
like a-
cocaine.
Oh, Scarface.
Oh, yeah, Scarface.
Say hello to my little friend.
But I'd probably
Wasn't,
put like a
uh,
little ant on your hat or an ant
Jewel
on
of the
your shoulder.
Nile, or whatever the name of that movie was back in the day with Michael Douglas and Kathleen
Yeah.
Turner.
Douglas,
Didn't
yeah.
he wear a white suit as well?
I do not remember, but
I have to ask
oftentimes,
my wife. My wife would know that for sure.
yeah, I remember the movie, but I don't. I
I'm
remember
sure he
the
was
name
wearing
of the
white.
movie, and I remember they were in the jungle, and that's about it.
Well, it's too hot to wear black in the jungle in your suit. So that's why they wear white suits.
Lori said
If you
yes, he
see a
did.
guy in a white suit in Peru, you run the other way.
Okay, I'll remember that.
So,
Have you ever ran into a white suited man in Peru?
I don't think I ever have.
You're a lucky man.
Oh, I must be.
I bet you a white suited man was responsible for your tie up on your fish tanks.
I'm not sure. I'll have to check into that one.
He's on it.
So we are here to talk about fish. How's your fish setup going in your new home, Dr. Anthony?
It's not. I meet with the builders on July 2nd. They came over and took measurements and everything. And so they come back to us on July 2nd to look at the plans and everything.
Nice. Are you going to have a lot of tanks or just 2 really big ones?
No, it's going to be the fish room will be comprised of 3 different rooms, actually.
Wow.
One will be a small office for me. Another room will be one of the fish rooms, which is 10 by 10, and that will be room temperature tanks. And the big room, which is right now going to be 15 by 17, that's going to be a heated room for all the stuff from South America.
Oh, it's awesome. Are you gonna put a big lock on your door so that way your wife can't bother you in your office?
Or the men with
No.
white suits.
I'll put a big lock on it so when I'm not there, the men in black suits don't come and take everything away.
Speaking about Men in Black, Scott from Alien Worlds Airsoft is here. Hey, Scott.
Hello.
You know what? I just realized we're already halfway through the show, and we have a PSA for this week's show sponsor. And whoops, I went to private chat instead. Okay. And this week is Kenny from Daniken Aquatics. And his PSA is make sure you aren't doing the same things I'm doing.
Don't be like Kenny. Always look both ways before crossing the road.
Thank you, Kenny. But there's actually 2 parts to Daniken. There's also a Danny part of the Daniken. So she wants us to let you guys all aware of not Dominican goats. Oh my God, I've already forgot what the type of goat she wanted me to. There is a goat out there that I've never heard of, and she wants us to be aware of them.
Danny wants us all to be aware of Damascus goats. Well, Danny, you were right. Those goats are ugly. Gross.
So thank you, Danny, for letting us know about the ugly goats.
They
I
look
never
like
knew about
an
those.
alien creature coming out of the body.
I know. They don't look right.
No.
And, Danny wants us all to know that there's ugly, ugly goats out there that aren't attacking her husband. Weird. But if you'd like to be a PSA sponsor, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and let me know that you would like to be sponsored, and we will make one up for you. Okay, let me go back to chat.
Hello, Elfish.
Hey, Elfish.
Elfish. Say, I haven't seen Elfish in a while.
Now you have.
Now I have.
Well, since Elfish hasn't been here for a while, Elfish, it is your responsibility to ask us a fish question, and we aren't going to say a single thing until you give us a question.
We're just going to sit here awkwardly.
Oh my God, she left. Oh, and he even has an alien on his.
No, I'm still here, but that's my looking face.
My
Oh,
looking face. My looking face.
Dr. Awesome, what monster fish, if you could have it, would you take?
A monster fish, if I could have it. In a can.
Let's say, like last week, it was monster fish that you could dwarf and have. Is there a monster fish that you would, if they found like a species of it that was small, like how they found pygmy humans that are little humans? Or well, I probably shouldn't have used the human as a choice of a thing to have, but like a little dog, a big you know how there's like German Shepherds or no Great Danes,
Mm-hmm.
but if you really like petting Great Danes, there's also Chihuahuas because they have like the same fur, so it's a little version.
Okay.
So if they did that, and you could find a fish in the wild that looks like an arapaima, and I probably didn't say that right, I'm sorry, but it only grows to 3 inches long, what would you pick?
First, I want to correct you. There's no such word as species. It's species with an S. That is a plural singular word.
Corey's.
And probably the Wells catfish.
The Wales catfish?
Wells catfish is a European catfish. They grow to about 8 to 10 feet long.
Aren't they one of the 7 documented man-eaters?
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're big and ugly?
Well, they're big. I mean, they're like a big catfish.
So why do you like that fish?
I like catfish are intriguing to me. I like catfish. And that's just one, it's not one that is a fast swimmer. It's a lumbering catfish. So to have it in a tank, let's say 6 inches, I think would be a nice little catfish.
Cool. Benjamin says the world record on those guys are 9 foot long. Oh my God. That looks even longer than 9 foot, but I don't know.
Well, that's a camera angle.
Never mind.
It's still got a pretty big tongue.
Now,
Got a big gross tongue.
I don't know, because none of us are from Florida, but have you seen the invasive species of catfish down there? I think they call it a walking catfish or something.
Oh, the Claris from Africa, yeah.
That's kind of similar, right? Where it has the weird tail, where it's all just one big tail. It's not like a traditional.
Yeah, but they use their pectoral fins to
walk
around on. Yeah. You have them in Africa, and then you have them in Southeast Asia as well.
But they're not cool.
Is that the catfish that I've seen reels on where they don't actually tell you what it is, so you don't know, but they cast into the shore and it's not that big of a river, and this behemoth just chases the lure, and its tail comes out of the water, but that's about all you see. And I'm like, what the hell could that possibly be? I bet you that's
you see videos. There's some videos online of them sucking in birds. They come up to right up against the shore, chase the birds.
Like whales.
Yep.
Well, whales do that.
And look at
Skip Daddy. What's going on, buddy?
Skipper just came in because he wants to tell us that Dr. Anthony's wrong and what giant fish he should have picked.
For what?
Oh my gosh. I didn't realize I've got the wrong background. I still have my
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh,
yeah, we had an emergency Dungeons and Dragons episode this week.
Last night.
There we go.
And can I just say that Killer Kitty is an amazing dungeon master.
She is super amazing. She is super good.
I was a little concerned though. She today in the stream she mentioned coming in and playing a game, but the way she described it just wasn't very. You had to be there, I think, but the way she described it just wasn't very. It didn't sound like it was going to be fun. She knows what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Very good at. She's not good at describing things.
It was just a
because she
typo.
works at Lowe's.
It was just a typo, but it was a funny typo.
She almost got me to shoot Whip. And
What?
Whip to stab me. Whip and I were about to fight in that game.
Do you
I
guys
was
still play
rhyming and
Monday
everything.
night with Jason? Do you guys still play with Jason on Monday nights?
his
Not for a
dog
while,
got
but
sick
it's not broken.
tonight. Or his dog got
Yeah.
sick last week. Or this week.
Oh,
Yeah, he had something going on last Monday with the contractor, and then this week was the dog got sick. So
oh, is the dog okay?
I don't know that anybody has followed up. We are bad.
I don't
friends.
care because it's
You,
a dog.
You just got a
All
super
right.
chat. from
Can
Killer
we
Kitty.
kick Ed off his own show?
It was a typo. Laugh out loud. Oh, And Elfish said, almost got the wife to make no bakes the other night, still trying. They sent me some of those. They were amazing. They're my favorite cookie ever. But did you hear me, Ed?
my-
You got a $5 super chat from Holly?
Yeah, and she said it was a typo. I think she meant to give me $50 instead of $5.
Yeah, that's the typo she's talking about.
Thank you so much, Killer. You're crazy nice. And my dad bought flowers for my mom at Lowe's today. Petunias and marigolds.
Like potted ones?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She wants some out by the pool somewhere. This year has been the nicest year because we had that snowstorm and it really knocked out a lot of the wasps, the red fire ants, and the carpenter bees. I mean, normally we're like plagued with these 3 insects but it must have been, 2 weeks of cold weather really wiped them out. So it's been just a wonderful, relaxing summer.
It's been nice here, except for we had like 3 or 4 days where it did hit 90, which is rare for us. But right now it's 60 degrees in my backyard, so it's
Cool,
it's pretty nice. And I've got the window open, the fans blowing right on me. It feels so good. Eric Wyrock is here. Hello, Debs is here. Hi, Deb.
Hi, guys. Well, Skipper, this was the question. Were you here last week? I don't think we had Skipper last week, did we?
No,
That
he
was the question.
very busy.
Well, if we had a fish versus fish, and if you can make any large fish, monster fish, like if you let's say you went to Peru and discovered a stream that Dr. Anthony's never been in, and it has like a dwarf version of whatever fish you want in the world, what fish would it be? So
what
you
big
aren't
fish would you
genetically
make
doing
small?
it. You're finding it in the wild.
What big fish would you make small?
I do remember part of that. I did stop in for a minute, and there was something about a tiger shoveling those, and Artie said that a Pictus catfish kind of reminds you of that.
Oh, you did say that. And that
I
was
do
a
remember
great,
part
that
of
was a
it,
great
but
choice.
I couldn't stay. Man, that's a tough one.
Wait, did we have Dr. Anthony with us last week?
Nope.
Nope, you didn't invite me.
Who did we have last week?
You didn't have a show last
It was
week.
me and Paul.
Oh, I didn't have a show last week. I
Yeah,
was
you did.
traveling to Georgia.
Yeah.
Now I can remember.
When did we do it? When was the
The week
Paulie
before.
That was
and
2 weeks ago.
It was the week
Wait,
before he
Skipper,
had to
your
go get some
father-in-law's been
dolls.
really sick.
He went to go get some dolls.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, and look, Skipper, this is going to be your body.
That's you.
Happy.
Well,
And
it's Hitman.
and this is your head, but I got to find a baseball hat. And I'm going to make you fill your beard in a little better because you grow a better beard than this guy.
I actually can do that. I'm just
He's
too
gonna make
lazy.
miniatures and put them up on his mantelpiece. Use them as voodoo dolls and stab them with pins.
You're probably right. Now that you say that, I'm with you.
Can you like choke mine and smack it on the ass a couple times?
No.
It's not for pleasure, Rico.
Oh, sorry.
I love G.I. Joe to death, but one of my beefs with G.I. Joe is there's only really one bad guy group. There's Cobra. So I like having lots of groups. That's why I used to love the WCW, because there was a lot of groups of guys that loved to wrestle and fight each other, but they were kind of teams at the same time. And so I'm making our fish fan group.
Are they gonna act out stuff, or are we gonna? I mean, is it gonna?
Maybe
be
I'll
This
do
is
it
not that kind of live stream. We don't talk about acting out. Okay? No. A group of guys. Yeah. No.
I'll make them kiss.
No, most of everything that happens on my shelves is in my imagination.
I have a very good
I just like
imagination.
baking.
It'll be cool though when they're done, and hopefully we'll be able to see them. Hopefully, once I get into your fish room, we can actually get in there and you'll start live streaming from there someday.
What, 5 years from
Well,
now?
These won't be in my fish room. These are going to be in my my hall of.
Oh! I thought-
His bedroom. Be in his bedroom.
It's all room.
I have
Sorry.
this like 8-foot or 9-foot hallway that goes to my laundry room, and so I put shelves up on the sides, and I put my action figures there.
You have a GI Joe with kung fu grip there.
Well, let's see. I do have.
Those were the old ones.
Yep.
You-
Yeah, I
Doctor
don't-
Doctor thought he was being funny, but you really probably have one.
Those are the ones that I
Yeah,
had.
I'm sure he does. That's why I asked if that's where he has it with
Well-
the ones with the kung fu grips.
He's got the smaller ones, the ones more from like the late 70s on.
Okay.
Actually, I don't even have those. Pretty much everything, all those were destroyed by my little brother. So all I've got really right now is stuff that I've just started collecting last year. And they're all 6-inch action figures. Oh, well, here. Like,
Zenny,
hi, Zenny.
Is
Like
that-
I bought
I don't see no Zenny.
used motorcycles for them. I'm going to paint the motorcycles.
Hey, there's Zenny.
Here's
Um,
Cobra Commander. So I bought this used Cobra Commander, and back in the 80s, he had this head, but he also had this head. He had a hood, and so this got somebody like made a 3D print of this head for me. Well, not for me. I just bought it from a guy there. And I'm going to pop his head off and put this head on there. And I think I'm going to paint him all black, too. I'm going to paint black and gold so he's not blue. But,
Black and gold is a very good color combination.
yeah. The bad guy color. And,
so many jokes.
but, yeah, they said they won't sell the hood on him because he looks too much like a KKK person.
Oh.
And it's like, that does not look like a KKK hat. KKK hats are all pointy.
Did
You
you
would
did
know,
you
right?
compare?
Yeah, Ed,
Side by side
show
comparison.
us one from your closet, Ed.
I don't have one. I've had a lot of different Halloween costumes, but I've never been a KKK guy.
Thank you.
Could you imagine? Oh my God.
I've had lots of nightmares about them, though.
What happened to Ed? Well, what happened was
I noticed you had a very strong Southern accent when you said that. What happened was
He went to
He's
the wrong
practicing.
party.
But yeah, but I wanted my hooded Cobra Commander, so I bought a hooded one. Well, I bought the hood, and then I bought the used guy because I didn't want to pay for a brand new one in a package. It was really neat going to that show because it was like, when I was a kid, I used to hope going to garage sales they'd have a toy out.
Yeah.
But they never did. They like 1 out of 50 maybe would have toys I'd like. But this was like guaranteed toys I'd like that were used.
You're like a kid in
Yeah.
a candy store or a kid in a GI Joe store.
I get it.
Oh, it was
I get
great.
it.
Well, and then Whip, Rico and I used to do those all the time. Whip helped me out this week. But when Rico and I would do it, we'd do it before the show started, and it wasn't so loud. I couldn't hear 80% of what Whip was saying. But when I rewatched it, you couldn't hear all the screaming and stuff from the people around me.
Screaming. What the hell was going on?
You're right. What's happening there?
People were really excited about
Were people
G.I.
on
Joe.
fire? Cobra Commander. I mean, what were they screaming about?
I'm starting to think
GI
that
Joe junkies or groupies, they got to scream.
Do me, Joe.
Oh
I mean,
my God! Here's a Duke! A Duke! I don't know.
It's good to see you, Zenny.
But I'm definitely going back next year.
I get it. I would like to go, to like, I'm with you. I have my own little micronauts that from the
Micronauts,
70s.
that's what it was, Ed.
Absolutely
We were
love
talking
the
about you.
micronauts. And if there was like a micronaut convention, I would love to go that. So I understand it. I get it. This guy right here is probably older than most of the people in the chat.
I was looking for him, but I didn't see him. It was there was a lot. It was kind of an action figure show. It wasn't just GI Joes.
I need to interrupt this Joe Fest for just 1 second. Oinky
Evil Knievel?
and the doctor are talking here. What needs live food?
She asked about the red striped belly pipefish.
Ah,
Yeah, beautiful fish, but all the pipefish right now that you can find in the hobby are wild caught, and they only eat live food. So
I had
constant
seen her
supply
say
of-
something about a miniature black ghost knife earlier, and I was like, no, they
Yeah,
definitely
no.
don't eat only. But
Yeah. And
That makes more
because you need constant supply of live food, that most of them don't survive in captivity very well.
Oh,
are they big fish where they eat fish, or are they eating like live brine?
Daphnia,
Or
because they have a really small mouth.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So Daphnia, maybe brine shrimp, adults may be too big. Maybe baby brine, but yeah, it's one of those things that you just, 3 or 4 days without food, they're already hurting.
What a difficult fish.
Yeah.
They would never survive in my fish room because I only feed once every other day anyway. So if I miss a day, they'd be struggling.
I don't know. I skip my big fish sometimes, but I try to feed the guppies because otherwise they'll eat their fry. So I try to keep my guppies fat and happy, but then it creates snail problems and stuff like that too, which is a pain in the neck.
yeah.
But I'd rather have fry and a lot of stupid snails.
Stupid snails. Stupid snails. I'm looking at a bunch of fry right now. Nancy B in Tennessee sent me some blue Miyake rice fish, and she sent the eggs, and I've got them in a little 5-gallon here. I've got at least 15, maybe 20 fry, and they're doing pretty good.
Wow.
They're about, some of them are about 2 weeks old now, so they're getting good sized. They're doing really well. They're going to go outside in the pond because the kids got me a new pump for the pond and then a de-icer too. So I know these ones don't like the super cold water, but I think with the de-icer they'll be okay. I'll probably keep half of them in the pond and then half bring inside just to make sure this first year and see how they do.
I'll be seeing Nancy in 2 weeks.
Why is that?
I'm going to go to the Nashville Fish Show, and she's asked me to pick her up 2 mosaic plants. So I'm going to get her 2 of those from Aquanuga here in town and bring them up to her.
Well, if you
She
were
said
really
she might
nice,
be willing to trade me.
Yeah, I wish
really nice, you'd get her a bunch of them.
Those are beautiful plants.
They are.
I like them too.
Oh.
I would like to have some.
They've been growing so fast in my ponds because I got them and they were just too little. Their tubs were like this big that they came in, and they kind of just wrapped the vine in there, and then they were like this big. But now they've like quadrupled in size, like this, and more sprouts. So I bet you I have about 10 of these circles when I only had 2 a month ago.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
I'm
water
really
lettuce and stuff is doing really well too in the pond and in the tub. All the stuff. I still have water lettuce that you sent me 4 years ago. It's still from that same batch you originally sent me.
That's awesome.
So those illegal plants he sent you through the mail.
Yes.
Yes.
So Deb's Aqua Pets, there are freshwater pipefish as well, not just brackish. So I wanted just
That's
to
it.
answer that question.
Yeah, that's cool.
Uh-oh.
I've never had pipefish.
I've been turning my camera off to catch it. That's like the 5th time.
He's hitting the wall. He's hitting the wall.
You can tell by my face.
You know,
Well,
Face first.
one thing I can't
Yeah.
get used to here in Oregon is that it doesn't get dark until after 9 o'clock right now.
That's how it is here.
9:30, there's still a little bit of light out.
Mhm.
It's just, I've never lived this far north before.
Oh, gotcha.
it'll get dark here in about an hour.
Yeah.
An hour.
I'm just being stupid.
It's already
You can see I've got
dark.
windows right behind me there.
It's 11:30 there.
I'm just
Let's
being
see. I can tell you when.
I'm also as far over by the time zone as you can get. So I don't know if that's good, if that would give me more light or less light. Being right
Well,
here.
I think the light stays pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Well,
just
I'm
the-
almost just below you, Whip.
Yes, but the
I
sun doesn't really change. It's still the same sun, same orbit.
Now,
We're not-
Whip, are you going to be central or eastern when you move?
I'm not going to change. That's good. What makes it weird for you and me is because we're less than an hour apart, and you're going to be changing, or I will if I come to you. But like the time you did
Well-
come up and see us, you lost an hour there.
I'm 10 minutes north
gained
of
it.
me is central because it goes by county. And the county north of me is central. So my mom's best friend is always on a different time zone. She just lives on the other side of the mountain. So weird.
That would be weird.
So strange.
Living that close to the time zone line, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, but now I feel like I'm a cool kid because I'm on the East Coast.
Yeah. Well, three out of the 5 of us. I'm in the middle, and you're on the other end, Dr. Awesome.
Yeah, Dr. Anthony's like in the super cool kid group. But
What is it there? It's 7:30, right?
Yeah, it's only 7:31 here.
Huh.
Yeah, he's way behind. 3 hours?
We're 3 hours from East Coast. Yeah.
hey, JD Guppies.
My lab coat.
So I was just looking up the sunset and sunrise. It says 3:15 a.m. for the sunrise. What? That doesn't sound right. And sunset at 6:30, which doesn't sound right to me either. Those numbers just don't sound.
Well, I can tell you at 5:30 in the morning East Coast time, it is daylight.
Yeah, so maybe that's right. But sunset at 6:30 just doesn't sound right to me.
No, it doesn't sound right.
When the
I
sun
could have
comes
the wrong.
through the window, I go to sleep.
I could have the wrong longitude. Longitude. I'll have to.
Wait.
There we go.
Skip, are you going to have a show after this?
No, I got to work tomorrow.
Okay, well, we probably should wrap up though in 2 minutes because I promised Rico because we need him to be good and healthy so we can have him back. And I don't want him to not say he wants to come back because we kept him too late. Because we
I don't
love you,
wanna-
Rico, and you're awesome.
I don't want to come back.
Whip, you're done. Now
done?
you say? No, I'm just teasing.
Wow.
Damn.
Also, Whip
I just
is
said that's
Rico's stand-in, and I will be Skipper stand-in because the hairstyles are similar for those two. Gotcha. Okay, I understand that now.
Wow. And then I need to get a fat guy for me.
Right, but you can't have. I mean, sure, we're live stream. You have to be here.
Man,
And stand in the bed. Uh-oh.
Take your hat off. Take your hat off again, Skipper. And both you guys look down.
It's the
There we
same.
go.
I'm just
Couple of
gray. That's all.
Couple of boobs.
We need,
Yeah.
paint a
Couple-
dot on our heads. Yeah.
You got a couple.
It was like John and Jason, John from KG, and Jason. They were doing a live stream together, and they both looked down at the same time. And that's exactly what I was like. I feel like this live stream needs a bra. Garcia, man, hi, Berto.
Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you, you guys, for coming all up and hanging out with me a lot. Thank you, guys, for the super chats. We really appreciate it a lot. Thank you for being super members, everybody that's a member. And especially thank you for Daniken Aquatics this week. If you are a member of them, go over there and give them a sub. And everybody here on this panel would love to have a sub too, because they're really swell. And thank you, guys. Oh, mods, you guys were amazing. I don't think there was a single fight tonight.
Tonight.
Nice.
Remember Keith, KJE, a lot of, he's pancreatic cancer, and a lot of people are going to his store and purchasing things to try and clean out inventory and to help out a little bit. So if you need some fish supplies, it might be a good idea to go to KJE Aquatics. Maybe one of the mods could drop the link, or you can go to fishfam.link and see all of Keith's links there. But people are, going and trying to buy up a lot of his inventory. So, just to help him out a little bit.
That's
and
awesome.
Best of luck to Uncle Smiley as well.
Yep.
For sure, Dr. Smiley or Miss Uncle
Dr.
Smiley.
I like
Oh
Dr.
my
Smiley.
gosh. I think there's something the matter with my brain today. It all started when I stepped in the cat poop. Been
Yeah.
going downhill ever since.
Well, I mean, that is a thing, right? That is what's that disease?
Cat poop disease.
Yes.
Cat food disease. Yep.
There is a disease, but
Cat scratch fever.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's actually called, but yeah, you can, like pregnant women, stay away from kitty litter or cat
Yep.
boxes. I mean,
They get ringworm.
there's a joke in there about pregnant women and cat boxes. There we go. Oinky got it.
They all got it.
Toxoplasmosis.
Yep.
What would you guys rather have, ringworm or tapeworms? I'd rather have
Tapeworms. Then we can lose all the weight.
Yeah. I'll go with the tapeworm.
I know that would be the cool thing, but it's still kind of gross that there's something inside me. It
They
feel like
used
I was
to
pregnant.
sell pills back
You
in
might
the
like it, Ed.
60s that had tapeworms in it, tapeworm eggs, and people would take them as a diet aid. Hey, Johnny boy, Surf City Cichlid.
Surf City.
Oh my God, Surf City's here. We got to go. No, but seriously, thank you everybody for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you, Surf City. Catch the replay or don't. It wasn't the greatest show. I'm
Hey,
just
thanks a lot.
check it out
Thanks a
anyway.
lot.
Yeah.
G.I.
We'll catch you
Joe.
later. Thank you.
With the Kung Fu grips.
He's hitting buttons.
Wait, let me
12
find
inches.
it.
He's not hitting buttons.